Hello, my friends. Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, coming to you with another daily diary so that I can be, I like to live my life with transparency. As leader of Priests for Life, perhaps the most visible pro-life organization, as someone who appreciates the support you give, I always want to give back to you a clear accounting of all that I do and how I do it. And I want you to have a sense of the intensity of our work here at Priests for Life. We do not waste a dollar. We do not waste a minute. So the daily diary today is for Tuesday, the 13th of July. So the day started for me at 4:30 a.m. At my desk here in the office, attacking emails, attacking the pile of emails in my inbox. Let's see, some of the things I was dealing with were preparations for the pro-life leaders meeting to take place later that day, about which I'll speak more in a minute. Finalizing and approving a fax to go out to all the parishes in the United States. We regularly keep the priests updated on pro-life developments. Other emails in relation to my role as president of the National Pro-Life Religious Council, interdenominational group, email to Bishop that consented to do an interview on our TV program, and others, let's see, dealing with the updating of our website, new pages and things to go up there, and communication with Alvita King, who is one of our pastoral associates, as you know. So I worked for some time at my desk on that, and then I celebrated Mass. It was a taping of the broadcast Mass because I was not going to be able to do it at 10, so I did it at 7 instead. And so it was able to air later on for our online audience. Then I went back to my desk. I had a meeting with our social media department, did various postings on social media, including some short videos like this. And then we had our morning, briefing. And I spoke with some staff, but then I had to go right into the leaders meeting. Now, this is a meeting that I coordinate quarterly with National Pro-Life leaders. We bring them together for a day of updating and planning. It is a meeting that's been going on actually for decades, even before I took over as a Priest for Life in the early 1990s. So this is a long-standing meeting, and Tuesday was the day for it. So we jumped on to Zoom, and we had one presentation after another, updating the leaders about developments on Capitol Hill, developments legally in the courts, developments medically. We had a neonatologist with us, developments in proclaiming the message, legal questions. We did a whole presentation about intellectual property and groups respecting the intellectual property rights of other groups, and many other presentations like that, and chances for the leaders to report on the different activities that their groups are doing. Now, we had a couple of different breaks, mid-morning and lunch. Mid-morning break, 15-minute break. I used that to connect with our executive director, Janet Morano, whom you know, and she, of course, was in the meeting too, but we had to do some business separately. Lunch, I only took 15 minutes for lunch, and was on the phone with our webmaster during that time, getting updates from him. And then there was another 45 minutes before the meeting resumed again, so I had 4 different meetings in that time frame with different staff who were, of course, carrying out the work of the day. 1 p.m., the leaders meeting resumed with all those kinds of presentations I mentioned. It went until 4:30 p.m. We talked about the midterm elections, for one thing, and focused in on battleground states and things that people need to keep in mind as we work to win back the House and the Senate from the hands of the deluded, demented Democrats. There was an IT meeting after this. The full leaders meeting was done in the late afternoon, IT, information technology, with the folks who maintain our computers, and we're doing various development of our IT system. And one of them is redundancy, by the way. We just got finished with a project whereby if our web server, which we host in our own office, were to break down, our website would still be coming to you. And the reason is that we've set up redundancy so that our offices in New York have an identical web server, and the two machines communicate with one another. They share the load if we have a lot of traffic at a given time, which we often do. It doesn't slow you down from getting to different pages of our website. And again, if one or another of these servers has to be maintained, or if there's some kind of an electrical or computer problem, it won't interrupt service to you of the important information we convey on our website. And finally, the day concluded with a broadcast meeting, planning some of my evening broadcasts, which are now, again, each night that I'm resuming doing. And had dinner right here at my office and went to sleep early. That was Tuesday, the 13th of July. I appreciate you not only listening to these daily diary updates, but praying for all. See, one of the purposes I'm doing this too, so you know what to pray for, as all the different decisions that need to be made, activities that need to be carried out, and energy that is needed, both physical and mental. So thank you so much for your partnership with us at Priests for Life. Father Frank Pavone here. We will talk to you soon.